The first season of Wheel of Time, everything you need to know. Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time is a high fantasy epic, spanning 14 books and a prequel novella, and its first season just concluded on Amazon Prime Video. The good news, though, is that the response was mostly positive and the second season is official, too. The story features hundreds of characters and points of view, but it primarily focuses on the exploits of three boys, Rand Aelther, Matrim Cawthon, and Perrin Ibarra. The first book, The Eye of the World, released 30 years ago in 1990, and the series is finally being adapted for the screen. Amazon is taking the lead, bringing Jordan's vision to life. Details have slowly dripped out since the announcement, such as some of the cast members, and even a couple of teaser trailers, plus now the official teaser poster, with season 2 possible to release in 2022. Hype for The Wheel of Time is continuing among fans. In fact, we got to hear a bit more about the story from the showrunner himself during Amazon's panel at Comic-Con at Home. So here is everything we know about the latest fantasy epic coming to Prime Video. According to the teaser trailer, The Wheel of Time Season 1 will premiere on Friday, November the 19th. It's extremely exciting news, for sure. Check out our reviews of Episodes 1-3, Episode 4, Episode 5, and Episode 6, to see how we appreciated the show as it changed and evolved from the books. Amazon commissioned the Wheel of Time TV series back in 2018, headed by showrunner Rafay Judkins. Season 1's filming and production began in the Czech Republic, but the COVID-19 pandemic brought things to a halt. Once the world started to open back up again, the crew resumed production. Season 1 is in the final stages, with a scheduled release year of 2021. The first season will consist of 8 episodes with 4 different directors. Uta Brieswitz will direct the first 2, Wen Yip the 3rd and 4th episodes, Sally Richardson Whitfield the 5th and 6th, and Chiron Donnelly the final 2 episodes. Based on what we know so far, Judkins himself has written the pilot episode, but each episode thereafter has its own writer. In a panel during Comic-Con at Home 2021, Rafay Judkins talked about the philosophy behind the Wheel of Time show and how important it is to him to keep everything authentic. While translating a book series to TV has its challenges, Judkins assures us that the core spirit of the Wheel of Time remains intact. There's also a teaser poster with the release month. A teaser trailer dropped on September the 2nd, showing off several key details and figures for the show. More importantly, we now have a release date, November the 19th. During New York Comic Con, Amazon Prime released a clip from the show, portraying the arrival of Moiraine and Lan to the Winespring Inn. The tension in the room is palpable, but it has strong fantasy vibes, and sets up the cool personalities of Moiraine and her warder. Amazon dropped a new trailer that shows a lot more details of the show, including the Shadowspawn, Borderlands, Eel, and some flashbacks to the new spring prequel novella. The Wheel of Time's first teaser trailer premiered on Amazon Prime's YouTube channel on September the 2nd. There's a lot to unpack in it, including key figures, important scenes, and crucial locales. It's seriously a lot of information in the span of 2 minutes. We see Moiraine and the Amon's Field folk, the attack on said village, the Aes Sedai who have captured Loghain, the Byzantine-inspired Tar Valon, and the cursed city Shadar Logoth. There are battles, the meeting of the Hall of the Tower, and what appears to be Loghain escaping his bonds. Fans of the Wheel of Time will find a lot to love in this trailer, even if the CGI seems a bit off in places. Remember that the show is not a one-to-one comparison with The Eye of the World, so it's important to keep realistic expectations. On October the 27th, Amazon released a new trailer for The Wheel of Time. Suffice to say, there's a lot to unpack here. Not only do we get more shots of the cast, but we see some of the different trawlers up close. There's also shots of when the party visits Shiner in the Borderlands, a white cloak that hunts Aes Sedai, and a flashback to the Eel War. The latter is especially awesome, because we get to see Eel. It's possible that there's a very, very brief shot of Loial in the background, too. During Amazon's panel at Comic-Con at Home, showrunner Rafay Judkins showed off the new teaser poster for The Wheel of Time. It shows lead character Moiraine standing between 2 stone walls. Down at the bottom of the image, you can see what I think are weaves of the One Power. Robert Jordan used the visual symbolism of weaving and threads to depict uses of magic and of the Wheel of Time itself. The poster also tells us when we can finally watch The Wheel of Time, November 2021. At New York Comic Con 2021, Amazon Prime Video showed a new clip and poster, the latter of which you can see above. In it, we see the cast of heroes from Amon's Field with Moiraine and Lan, and at the top, we see one of the horrifying and mysterious murderer, half-men beings of shadow hunting the party from Amon's Field. A new poster released after a community-wide puzzle game came out in mid-October. Here we see Moiraine and Lan, likely after the Amon's Field battle since Moiraine is holding a dead Trolloc by its head. The smoldering ruins in the background also lead us to believe that this shot represents the current time in the show after Moiraine and Lan arrive in Amon's Field. Late in October, the Wheel of Time Twitter account posted a series of posters showing the 7 main characters with different backgrounds. On the surface, these are nice posters, but it's when you look at the layered PDF versions where you'll notice weaves connecting all of the characters. For the sake of spoilers, we won't talk about the weaves and their shapes might mean, but rest assured that they have significant meaning for Season 1 and well beyond. Wheel of Time fans will be able to find the important bits, but the designers did a good job at hiding the fun stuff. We know the titles of the first 6 episodes of The Wheel of Time's first season. The Wheel of Time is known, in part, for its incredible variety of characters. Amazon has revealed the main cast for The Wheel of Time, led by Rosamund Pike as the mystical Moiraine de Modred, a member of the Aes Sedai Order. Aes Sedai are women who wield the One Power and serve as the Wheel of Time's magic users. Men who wield magic are hunted down and captured. Here are the castings we know so far. We're not too far out from the debut of The Wheel of Time, and we've had trailers and new posters to tide us over. Things are looking pretty good, though I have a few reservations that more nitpicks, as a huge fan of the books. But following here are more supplementary content that give us a better idea of what to expect for the show. Moving on, we have the first teaser trailer showing Rosamund Pike as Moiraine. Check it out. The next is a similarly teasing trailer, showing Daniel Henney as Lan Mandragon. Finally, next are the few teasers that the Wheel of Time Twitter account has posted. The first is a glimpse of the Winesping Inn in the village of Immon's Field, the village where Moiraine and Lan meet the main characters, before the world turns upside down. The second video shows the design process for one of the weapons in the Wheel of Time. This is the heron-marked sword that Rand's father gives to him. Heron-marked blades signify a Blademaster in the Wheel of Time's world. We don't want to spoil anything else for you, though. This next clip is a visual representation of Saradin and Cider, the male and female halves of the One Power. This the magic system in the world of the Wheel of Time and is the driving force of many of the series' events. Saradin has been corrupted by the Dark One, cursing all men who wield to eventually go mad. The yin-yang symbolism is important in the Wheel of Time story. This video shows off the ruby dagger, a treasure that Matt Cawthon finds and takes from the evil and cursed city called Shudalogoth. It plays a critical role in the events of the first book, and several of the others thereafter. It links Matt to the twisted Paden Fane. Shortly after the official trailer dropped, leaked images of the show appeared online. Some show set design, some are stills before CG effects, and others are shots from the show itself. Some spoil new characters that we haven't seen yet. In the interest of fairness to those who haven't read The Wheel of Time, or who want to go into the show as blind as possible, we won't share the images here. You can, however, find them on your own. In other news, Amazon has renewed The Wheel of Time for a second season already. Word on filming and production remains sparse right now, but news about it will likely come later in the year or next year. Amazon announced that filming for Season 2 started on July the 19th, 2021. A post shared by The Wheel of Time, a photo posted by On. Among other things, we have some new castings for Season 2, which has been written and is currently in the process of filming. The first episode will be called A Taste of Solitude, written by Amanda Kate Sherman. Further episode titles, writers, and all directors are thus far unknown.